Hey guys, my name is Dave Wolanski. I'm the photographer behind the Domestic Violence Around Us project. Today I want to talk to you a little bit about kind of the process for helping you to share your story on the website. What you need to do, what I'm going to do, so on. And I guess the first thing to tell you is, yes, your story is bad enough. I want to share it. When I started the project, I expected it to just be men or women, mainly women, who had been physically and emotionally battered, physically or emotionally battered, and then, share their stories and publish them. And very quickly, I had a couple folks contact me and say, well, I don't know if my story is bad enough or if it's what you're looking for. And it became clear to me that what was going on with domestic violence, it wasn't just the, wives being beaten by their husbands. The third person that came forward related a story about her brother sexually and physically abusing her and her parents covering for him. That's all on the same spectrum to me of terrible behavior that's getting covered up, that's getting ignored, swept under the rug, and leaving a terrible toll across the country. And it's intergenerational, and the only way to stop it is by sharing these stories, making it so it's not hidden. And maybe these perpetrators pay for their sins. Yes, your story is bad enough. So what I'll ask you to do is answer the 3 questions on the website, and that's please share what happened to you, and that can be as long or as short as you want. It's been anywhere from just a few sentences up to a couple thousand words. So whatever it takes for you to tell your story, that's how long it takes. The only general rule there is you can't name the person who did the crimes or did these behaviors, and that's a safety thing. I hope. What I don't want to have happen is this person do a name search and then decide they need to come after you for telling your story, and then have something really terrible come out of that. So the second question is, how are you doing now? And I hope you're doing well, and often the folks that answer are. Some are not, and that's okay too. It's your story, so I hope you tell your truth. And then the last question is, what would you tell the world about domestic violence? Same thing. Tell your story, and let other survivors know. And what happens when you share these stories, I get contacted every time. I publish a story and told that that story has really helped the person that read it, because it's happened to them or it's happened to a friend or something like that, and they can't share their story, but it helped the person reading it because know that they aren't the only one that's going through it. Often their abusers tell them nobody's going to care, and they feel really isolated and alone. So sharing really does help. Once you get your story to me, we're going to figure out a way to get to you to do a photo shoot. It can be anonymous. I've done that a few times. But we want to do some photos. You're going to be in street clothes. It's going to be in some kind of public location, or something where folks might see a person like you who has gone through what you've gone through and have, no idea that there's more to the story like that. I've driven up and down the East Coast. I've flown to distant cities. So, I want to make it happen. The shoots usually take an hour or two, and then we put it up not too long after. When I do put it up, I don't link to folks on Facebook or social media. So if the survivor wants to link themselves to that story and share it to their timeline and their friends see it, I encourage that, but I'm not going to, out you, especially if if we've done it where the photos are anonymous. So that's kind of it in a nutshell. Contact me if you have any questions, and if you have questions and you're concerned or you choose not to do it, that's fine. I'm not here to wear you out if you don't do it. I know that some folks, they start and it's just too much, and I'm not gonna make it any harder on a survivor that's already been through everything they've been through. They're not gonna get worn out by me. I get it, and I hope that survivors find peace one way or the other, and I want to contribute to that in any way that I can. So if you have any questions or comments, please contact me. If you have any suggestions on how I can help more folks share their stories, I would love to hear it. And anyways, you can contact me either through the website or through my email, and let's talk about it. All right, thanks so much.